Hey guys, this is Todd, and I was just wanting to make a quick video talking about incubation. I know in the past I've said in videos that I was going to make a video or some videos talking about incubation, but I've been so busy working and taking care of my family, I just haven't really had time. And I had these little guys hatching off today, and I got to thinking, I was like, well, I can talk about it just for a minute and try to make a real quick video. In incubation, it's not extremely complicated. It's just three main things: the temperature, the humidity, and the rotation of the eggs. I have a big incubator down here that this one sets on, and what I do is every weekend I put eggs in the big one. Well, the big one, I keep trays like this in there, and it rotates the eggs, and it'll be like this for a little while, and then it'll rotate them over like this for a little while, and then back that way. Well, the reason it does that is to keep the yolk from settling. The yolk will sink down. If the egg just sits still and doesn't move, it'll sink down and settle and stick to the side of the inside of the egg, and then the chick can't develop and it won't hatch. Okay, well, the last 3 or 4 days of the process, they don't actually have to be rotated. Okay, the chick is pretty much fully developed and they don't have to be rotated, but they do need to be kept at the right temperature, about 99.5 degrees, around 100 degrees, but 99.5 is perfect. And the humidity needs to be kept right. What I do is I have the spray bottle and I just keep it full of water, and I spritz or just mist my eggs just a little every now and then, every couple days, to make sure that I know they're humid. And plus I got water in the incubator and in the bottom of this hatcher here. Well, because the big incubator has to continually rotate the eggs that are in it, and I'm putting them in there at a different time, I bring them out these last about a day before they're due to hatch. And matter of fact, if you can hear that, I think that's the big one turning. You hear that humming noise? It's turning right now. But I bring them out and I put them in here on their side, and because it's easier for the chicks to hatch in this styrofoam incubator than it is for them to be in here and still be rotating. Now, if I fill this incubator up with eggs, and I only had one setting of eggs that were all due to hatch at the same time, and I was just going to turn the turner off a day or two before they were due to hatch, but keep the temperature up and the humidity up, they could hatch in the big one. It wouldn't be no big deal. But because I put eggs in every week and I have some hatching out every week, it's important that I have this other place for them to hatch, where I can take them out of the big incubator and just put them in here on their side and let them hatch. Now, I think I've got one right here I can show you. Yeah, this is the start of the process. Okay, this means there's a little fella or a little girl in there that is starting to peck their way out. Okay, and it's a real struggle for them. Okay, it's probably one of the hardest struggles that they'll ever have in their life. And then what they do is they go all the way around the round end of the eggshell. They go all the way around until they have separated. You know, these shells are from these other little bitties that have hatched off, and they separate it. Okay, and then they can push their way out. I don't know how many we got in here that's already hatched out. I think 4 or 5, and there's several more that's pecking their way out and hatching their way out. And I'm gonna have to shut this thing before they get too cool. I don't want to let them get cool and hurt them any. I just want to talk about it. Another reason to keep the humidity up is because if you don't, sometimes they'll have crooked feet. That's called club feet, and these are all straight. I mean, I can just grab them at random and show you, because I'm pretty confident that they're gonna have straight toes. But if they have crooked toes, that's called club feet, and that comes from the humidity not being right during the incubation process. Well, having club feet is not fantastic, but it's not necessarily fatal. Okay, but a fatal thing about the humidity is if you don't have it right, it makes it hard for these little guys to get out of their eggshells, and you will lose a lot more. Whereas if you have the humidity right and your brood stock are good and fertile, and you've kept the temperature right and the rotation right, you know, you can get a very good hatch rate. I mean, I had some off last week, and I think it was close to 99%. I mean, almost every one of them hatched. There was only one or two that didn't hatch. So, like I said, the temperature, the rotation, and the humidity, and if you can get those three down pat, you pretty much, you know, got it under control. And this is a little butcher Kelso, half butcher, half Kelso, and this little black guy here, he's half Sid Taylor. He's a half Sid Taylor and half hatch. Just to let y'all know if you're curious, and that's all that's in there is butcher Kelsos and Sid Taylor hatch cross. But I was just wanting to talk about it for a minute because I've been neglecting making the videos. If you like the video, give me a like, comment. If you got a question or a comment, you know, just put it in the comments, and I'll try to answer you if I can. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and if you got any ideas for future videos or any questions, you know, comment, and I'll try to cover them over time. I can't answer every question or do every video all at one time, but my hope is that I can do one every now and then, just talk about different things, and over a period of time I can put the information out there, the information that I got. And thank you, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, and thanks for commenting, and I'll see you next time.